Hey, fourth grade. All right. I hope you had a great spring break, but now it is time to get back to business. We're going to start with chapter 11 today. 11.1 is talking about angles and the fractional parts of a circle. Two words you need to know going into this lesson are clockwise and counterclockwise. Clockwise just means that it's the direction a clock turns. So when you're looking at a clock, the direction that the hands move is this way, around like that. And then counterclockwise is the direction that is opposite from the way a clock turns. So instead of going to the right, counterclockwise goes to the left. All right, so when we're looking at the fractional parts of a circle, we're looking to see which part of the circle is shaded in. So if we look here at this first circle, how would we describe the part that is shaded in? Would we say one whole, one half, 3/4, or 1/4? Yeah, very good. We would say this is 1/2 of a circle because it's divided into two parts and 1 out of 2 is shaded. All right, well, what about this one? It's kind of hard to tell when there are only 2 lines in the circle and they're not fully drawn out. So what you can do when you see something like this is you can take the lines that are there and extend them to the other sides of the circle. So there's one, and if I take this one and extend it out that way, well, now I have 1, 2, 3, 4 parts that that circle is divided into. How many parts of the 4 are shaded in? Very good, just this one right here. So this would be 1/4 of a circle. And then we've got this one. Same thing. It's really hard to tell when it's kind of off to the side like this and there's no lines that are continued all the way throughout the circle. So I'm going to take those lines that are already there and I'm going to extend them to the edges of the circle. And then I'll do the same thing with this one. How many of those parts are shaded in? Very good. 1, 2, 3 of the 4 are shaded in. So that is 3/4 of a circle. Very good. All right, now we're going to bring that those terms in that we needed to know for this lesson, clockwise and counterclockwise. And what we're going to do for these is we're going to look at not only the fraction of the turn that was made, but the direction as well. So for example, this one right here, we've got these 2 lines and the arrow is inside of this section, which means this is the section that we're looking at to figure out what fraction of the circle is making that turn. So I'm going to go ahead and take those lines just like we did in these top examples and extend them to the edge of the circles. And now I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 parts of this circle and only 1 is shaded in. So what fraction would we use to describe this part? Very good. 1/4. But now we've got to look and see, does this make a clockwise turn or a counterclockwise turn? Clockwise goes this way. Counterclockwise goes this way. The thing that's going to give you the biggest hint is going to be the direction that the arrow is pointing. The direction the arrow pointing is going this direction, which would make this counterclockwise. So this is a 1/4 counterclockwise turn. Very good. All right, let's look at this one. We've got a line drawn down the middle through the whole circle. And we've got our arrow on this side over here, which means this is the side that we are looking at to determine the fraction of the circle that the turn is going through. So what fraction would we use to describe this turn? Very good. 1/2 is correct. 1 out of 2 sides are shaded in. And then we've got to look at our arrow and figure out, okay, which direction is this going? Clockwise, or counterclockwise? What do you think? Clockwise. Very good. Because imagine this is a 12 right here, and then going this way, like this arrow says, and here's the 6 o'clock down here. So this is a 1/2 clockwise turn. Very good. All right, last one. We've got our arrow here in this wide section, which means that this is the section we've got to look at to figure out what fraction of a turn this is making. So if we were to take our lines and just like in these ones up top, extend them through to the sides of the circle, how many pieces do we have? Very good. We've got 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. How many are shaded in? 3/4. Very good. So 3/4 of a turn, but what kind of turn? So again, we're going to look at that arrow. It's going this way. So if the arrow is going to the right, what kind of turn is that? Very good. Clockwise is correct. Clockwise is correct. All right, boys and girls, that is it for today. Make sure you are checking your folders for any assignments that you might have, and I will be back tomorrow for our next lesson. See you then.